Odin has been channeled. That's all of them, clearly. So we're not getting the Lost Leviathan in this playthrough, obviously. You need 5,000 points to level up Zantetsuken. What the heck? What the heck? Replace Clive's weapon with Odin's blade. Landing abilities with the Arm of Darkness fills the Zantetsuken bar. Individual attacks with the blade are far less potent than those with Clive's regular weapon. Attacks with Odin's blade do not fill the limit break gauge. However, striking an enemy or landing an ability with Odin's blade fills Zantetsuken. Hold square to ready Zantetsuken, release to execute. Potency and complexity increase with the level. Pressing square immediately following a precision with the Arm of Darkness is active will result in a powerful attack called Flash of Steel. I love the sound of that. Pressing square after a successful parry while the Arm of Darkness is active will execute a powerful counter called Steel Counter. Using both Flash of Steel and Steel Counter is one of the most efficient means of quickly filling Zantetsuken. Zantetsuken 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What happens when I master it? Oh, it increases it to level 5, so I can't go to level 5 right now. I can probably go to level 3, or maybe even 4. This sounds sick. We've got to give it a try. We have to give it an attempt. By the way, I'm going to say it right now. I am a little disappointed. Just a little bit, not a lot. The boss fight against Barnabas was sick. I love the way they did it. Going in and out of Odin and Ifrit was really cool. However, I did feel a little let down that there wasn't a big Ifrit-Odin fight in the middle of it or at the end of it even. I'm just a little let down. Definitely not as good as the Bahamut fight was, and I'm fine with the Bahamut fight being the best fight in the game. It was amazing. But I also, honestly, like the Titan fight, I think was better as well. I think I enjoyed the Titan fight and the Bahamut fight more than the Odin fight, and with how much they built up Barnabas, that's a little bit of a letdown. Because, man, they hyped up Barnabas a lot. Like, a lot. Right now, I'm debating, by the way, switching out Garuda for Odin to try Odin out. We'll probably pick one Odin move, put Diamond Dust on Odin as well, because it's on Garuda currently, and then keep Bahamut and Phoenix as we have, I think is how I'm going to do this, more than likely. Because I'm more willing to give up Garuda, even though, let me make it clear, I'm the Garuda defender. I love Deadly Embrace. I am a huge fan of Deadly Embrace. I also like Gouge, but I feel like Gouge hasn't been helping enough recently. I've been thinking this for like the last stream, maybe even 2 streams, but like all the mini-bosses and boss fights we've been getting into, Gouge has been good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like, and part of it might be how I'm using Gouge instead, because I only use Gouge after I get the Deadly Embrace grab. I never use it otherwise, usually. So part of it might be how I'm using Gouge, but I feel like Gouge is, honestly, I probably should have replaced Gouge even sooner than now. We probably should have dropped Gouge a while ago, but I just didn't. So I'm going to refund the Garuda points, and I'm going to refund Gouge, because otherwise we have to master Gouge, which I'm not going to do, at least not right now. That gives us 1,700. What are these Odin abilities? Gungnir, classic. Summon the legendary spear Gungnir and execute an extended flourish of deadly slices and strokes. Each hit landed fills Zantetsuken. That sounds pretty sick, and very similar to Gouge. Heaven's Cloud. Surge forward to strike an enemy, can be executed multiple times in succession if previous hit lands. Each hit fills Zantetsuken. That looks awesome. Can I just have all of Odin's abilities? I love Darkness. I like how the two opposites, Bahamut and Odin, both have a fill up the bar gimmick. Yeah, I agree. Rift Slip. Recover immediately from any ability or action. That actually seems really cool. Dude, Odin might have the best lineup of skills. Summon a second blade and unleash a flurry of attacks. Each hit significantly fills Zantetsuken. Okay, so that's what we want. We definitely want that one. We can't quite afford it. We're a little low on it. Right now, let's upgrade Gungnir and Heaven's Cloud. Rift Slip seems really interesting, but I don't think I'm going to use it. This looks like the kind of thing that you have to learn and base your gameplay around, which I don't really want to do at this point in the game, because I imagine we've got like maybe 10 hours left in the game at most, maybe not even that much, I don't know. We've got to be really close, because it looks like we're going to go fight Ultima at the last Mother Crystal, and that's going to be the end of the game. I thought that we'd do the Mother Crystal against Odin, honestly, and then do an Ultima thing after, but that doesn't seem to be how it's going to go. So I feel like, for me, personally, it's too late, especially in a playthrough setting like what I'm doing, to try to learn Rift Slip. So I'm just going to let that one pass me by. I think Dancing Steel is the one I want because it looks the awesomest. But we're going to put Diamond Dust away for a little bit and not use Diamond Dust. We're going to try using Heaven's Cloud and Gungnir to get a feel for them to see which one I like more. And then when we get a little more, we only need like another 100 ability points or 200, and then we can refund both of these to afford Dancing Steel. So I think that's how we're going to tackle this. That's how we're going to try it. So at long last, I'm going to give up Deadly Embrace for Odin. Hello. And then we will have Gungnir, and we're going to turn off Diamond Dust for now so that I can get a good feel for Gungnir and Heaven's Cloud. Very good, very good. Make for Stone here. Do we have, like, any... We have a side quest coming up on the way to Stone here, actually. Also, Odin's time trial. Oh, it looks like we have a way to go to get to Stone here because there are areas up here. Odin's time trial has to be around here somewhere. Gizoid, my man, thank you so much for gifting 10 Tier 1 gift subs. Greatly appreciated. Everyone enjoy your gift subs and whatnot. Thank you so much for the support, Gizoid. Greatly appreciated, brother. Thank you. Thank you. And also, thank you for waiting until all the cutscenes were passed to do it. That's a next level chatter right there, waiting for the optimal time. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's go towards the main story for now, because there's a side quest this way. Also, wait a minute, are there like side quest markers anywhere else? Let me just can I not zoom out? Yeah, there we go. Doesn't look like there are any side quest markers anywhere else. Okay. It definitely feels like we're in the end game. For sure. We're going to do the time trial, and we'll learn more about Odin from doing the time trial for sure. I'm fine putting Odin on right now because it didn't really cost me any AP, since you can just... By the way, I don't think I've mentioned this, but that is an amazing thing that this game does, especially with how unlocking the Eikons work. The fact that you can just refund your points when you decide, like, oh, I'm not going to use, like, this Phoenix ability anymore, but I wish I had all that AP back to throw into this new Titan that icon that I just unlocked. Stuff like that. That's amazing game design. Very, very good game design. Love it. Got a raise the other day, wanted to share a bit. Dude, congrats on your raise, man. Congratulations. But anyways, as I was saying before, I am a little disappointed that we didn't have a big Ifrit versus Odin fight, but at the same time, the fight against Barnabas was great. Also, Barnabas, not that good of a villain. Not an amazing villain, I think. I wish we had had more time with Barnabas, with him going insane, where he was just like, oh, this is what it feels to be alive, like that. I know it's a bit of a anime villain trope of like, this is what it's like to be alive, you make me feel like you're like a real rival, etc. But I love it. I love it, and I think it's really good if done well. And when Barnabas was going insane, especially with his voice actor there, oh boy, that was good. His death was also really good, where he grabbed Clive at the end and forced him to take Odin's powers, and then he had that last moment of saying mother as he died. Really good death. I wish he had had a bit more build up to him. He's been like ominously standing in the background for most of the game and showing off like, oh look, I cut all these dudes' heads off and stuff like that. But I wasn't that interested in the whole like silent, standing in the background, really flowery language Barnabas. He didn't really do much for me, and that's the Barnabas that was built up through most of the game. When he went insane in the final fight, I was like, now this is a character I could get behind. But we had so little of the Barnabas that I was actually really interested in, as opposed to the other Barnabas who was just, you know, fine.
You were right, Joshua.
You were white. White? Right. Words. You are white, but I meant to say you were right. Horrible slur of the tongue. I thought he was going to say more than just you were right there. But, yeah, there's a little bit of disappointment in how the Odin stuff turned out in the end, but overall it was still really good. The main thing is I just really wish we had had a big Ifrit Odin fight moment, instead of just, like, those 2 cutscenes against him. Hello there. How you doing?
Is there no peace for a dying man?
What happened here?
The ether floods made savage beasts of my companions. And those faithless orcs, I knew they weren't to be trusted. We were told that they would stay loyal to our cause. Something commanded their loyalty but it was not us.
It's a wonder they stayed faithful for so long.
Perhaps they sensed our downfall. The king is gone, our nation in ruins. What becomes of us loyal pawns now? Sworn to a shattered throne. Fuck Walud.
Language.
Fuck the dead king and his god.
My YouTube monetization!
Fuck this withered shithole.
I just want to make some money. Why?
The floods do not affect you. You are a bearer, albeit one who's lost his brand. Pray, hear me, brother. Will you grant this pawn his final wish?
No.
Will you lay my dying soul to rest?
No, because you demonetized my YouTube video. Maybe.
Of course. What do you need?
Finally, some luck. Beyond the castle walls, towards Stone here, there is a forest. Never turn. My parents are buried upon a bluff, nestled amongst the trees. Theirs was the only love I ever knew. I was torn from them in life, but perhaps I can return to them in death. Take my ring. See that it rests beside their bones.
May you find peace at last.
Man, he timed his death immaculately. What the heck? Laid to rest. Also, I was thinking the same thing, chat. How does this guy know that the king is dead? Who told him that I killed Barnabas? How long has it been since Barnabas died? Oh, we got a ways to go for that. All right, let's keep going. The main thing is we got to keep an eye out for the Odin time trial. Oh, I want to do it so bad. And then, after we do the Odin time trial, I guess we can go do the final time trials whenever I want. I'd like to do them before we finish the main story, and I believe chat said that I could. That's a big wall. What does this
Don't tell
bossing
me.
say?
The only way to the capital
is through that gate, just as you surmise.
There's an army down there, Joshua.
Yes, but I don't see any dominance.
Joshua, can't you just turn into Phoenix and fly us over? He saw the barrier fall and was intelligent enough to come to the right conclusion, or he was stupid enough to believe that the barrier going away immediately equates to death. What if Barnabas just turned off the barrier? Like, assume Barnabas hadn't died, right? Assume that he beat Clive and lived. Would he have just left up the dark barrier for all time forever, or would he have just been like, oh, well, turn that off? It's a bit of a leap in logic to be like, the barrier's gone, he must be dead, it's the only explanation, after he mysteriously put it up out of nowhere. It would be so weird after mysteriously putting up the shield out of nowhere that he would mysteriously take it back down. The only way it would go back down is if he friggin' died. I don't think that's intelligence, I think that's an assumption. And you know what they say about assumptions.
Caution.
Dude, the Odin time trial is gotta be like down here or over there. It's gotta be. I'm fighting something? Oh, these Chocobos, they aggro. Interesting. The Odin darkness is like a weirdly shaded red, similar to Phoenix, instead of being like more black. Interesting. Gungnir. Alright, well, Gungnir does look sick, I gotta admit. Behold, the Heaven's Cloud. I love Heaven's Cloud. I also adore that. That was Zantetsuken, I'm pretty sure I just used there. Because I held square. And that was only like level 1 or 2, maybe. Ooh, I love it. I love that a lot already. You can take the Zantetsuken bar into other fights? Really? Will it let me? I think it probably wore off there. Hi. No, it's still leveling up. Interesting. Arm of Darkness. Okay, you can't Zantetsuken unless you're in the form. That makes perfect sense, but I just needed to know. Come here, birds. So, Zantetsuken probably not useful against airborne enemies, for the most part. You can spam square with Gungnir and the other, and press triangle with the other ability like you can with Gouge. Okay, good to know. Thank you, thank you. Bum, 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 bum. I'm loving Odin thus far. Off of very little. I really want to fight like a mini-boss with Odin, is what I really want to do right now. I also want to level up Zantetsuken for sure. Seems to be an orc camp that was abandoned. That's what it looks like. Mine. I really hope Odin's time trial is nearby. I want to really dig into these Odin abilities. Oh, thralls. Hello. Dude, I love just the imagery of using the dark sword. So good. Oh yeah, you just keep going, like forever. Okay, we can only get to level 3, duly noted. Behold, Zantetsuken, level 3. I think Odin just became my favorite. I actually think it just became my favorite. It is gonna be hard not to, like, I just used Zantetsuken there, but I did not mean to. I didn't want to use Zantetsuken, I'm just used to holding square to charge my fire move. Yeah, Odin is very quickly becoming my favorite of the Eikons. Like, very quickly. So quickly that I'm debating dropping another skill to try and have... Man, what would I get rid of? Part of me is like, I want to keep more of these dark abilities because I already love Heaven's Cloud and Gungnir. I kind of want to keep at least one, if not both of them, and then also Dancing Steel. That's half of my Eikon abilities. I would have to give up... I'd have to give up Heat Wave and maybe Diamond Dust. Honestly, how much do I get back for refunding Diamond Dust? 9,000? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm really tempted to just immediately refund Diamond Dust, master Zantetsuken, and then get Dancing Steel and run like Dancing Steel and Heaven's Cloud, maybe. I'm like really, really tempted. Although I do really like Diamond Dust. But I'm loving Odin thus far, and I've had him for all of like 3 minutes in terms of combat use. What I really want right now is the Odin time trial. I really, really want the Odin time trial right now. This sad music is pretty great, by the way. Oh, hi. How you doing, guys? That's like a Kingdom Hearts move right there, and I love it. I think I like Gungnir more. Zantetsuken. Wrecked. Oh, and you have Zantetsuken at level 1 by default, huh? So I can just use the base Zantetsuken whenever I want? I didn't realize that at first. That's great. But, dude, I could see myself playing the rest of the game as Odin. No wonder they only give you this guy near the end of the game. Like, this is insane. Hello there. Okay, here we go, like a mini-boss. This is what I really need to see. Come here. Nice. What are you... Are you charging? Sure enough. I thought that when I did the... When I did a precision dodge, I got like a special darkness move. Does it not call it the special move? Ow. Hey, stay back. Get wrecked. Every sinew. Is that for so many... Land to level 2 or higher Zantetsuken 5 times. Nice. Ow. Oh, maybe I can't do the special things until I master it. Yeah, too slow, by the way. Also, I just realized the Berserker Ring doesn't work when I'm using the dark abilities. It seems like. Yeah, because I haven't had that animation for my dodges in ages. I'm not used to not getting the super cool cutscene. Hey, did you know that I have other forms besides Odin? I forgot for a little bit there, to be honest.